You ever feel like you're working just as hard as you always have, pulling in more money than you used to, and somehow you got less to show for it at the end of the month? You're not crazy. And it's not because you blew it. Here's the truth. Nobody on those polished finance channels wants to say out loud, your paycheck didn't shrink. The prices just took off running and left it standing there at the curb. You're earning the same, sometimes more, and getting less back for every dollar of it. And a whole bunch of things that used to be a no-brainer quietly stopped being worth what they're charging. So today I'm walking you through 10 of them. 10 things working folks are still paying full price for that flat out don't make sense anymore. And stick around to the end because number 10 is the big one. It's the most expensive one on the whole list, and it's the one almost nobody's willing to give up. Let's get into it. Real quick, I've got to say it. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video is financial advice. This is for education and entertainment only. Always talk to a licensed professional before you make any big moves with your money. Here's what actually happened, in plain English. Over the last handful of years, prices climbed faster than paychecks. There was a stretch there where it wasn't even close. Your wages crept up a few percent a year, and the cost of regular life jumped damn near double that. And here's a number that should stop you cold. Right now, a record 1 in 5 people buying a new vehicle just signed on for a payment over $1,000 a month. Over $1,000 a month just to have something in the driveway. That is where this whole thing is headed. The math on a lot of everyday stuff quietly flipped. Same exact thing you always bought, except now it costs a real chunk more and your paycheck never caught up. You didn't get worse with money. The money just buys less. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So let's run the list. Number 1, buying your lunch every single day. This is the most common money leak there is because just about every working person does it. You're out on the job, you're starving. So you grab something, 10, 15 bucks a pop. Doesn't feel like much in the moment, but run the numbers with me. 15 bucks a day, 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year. That is somewhere between $2,500 and $4,000 a year. Gone. On lunches you'd already forgotten about by dinner. And fast food, the thing that used to be the cheap option, has run its prices up around 40% in just a few years. So it isn't even saving you time and money anymore. Packing it the night before runs you a couple bucks. That one swap by itself can hand you back a few grand a year. Number 2, the daily gas station stop. You pull in for fuel, and somehow you walk back out with a coffee, an energy drink, a bag of chips, and a couple scratch-offs. 20 bucks gone, and you needed exactly none of it. Coffee alone is up almost 20% in a single year, and those energy drinks are $4 a can now. Make that little pit stop every morning on the way to work, and you're setting 15, 20 bucks a day on fire without even noticing. That's not a treat. That's a subscription to the gas station you never signed up for. Brew the coffee at home, fill a jug with water, and keep the 20 bucks. Number 3, name brand groceries. Here's a quiet little trick the big brands have been running for years. The price on the shelf stays about the same, but you're getting less in the package than you used to. Same money, less product, and they're betting you're too busy to do the math. Coffee, chips, cereal, paper towels, you name it. You're paying right up there and walking out with less of it every trip. A regular family is dropping hundreds more a year for the exact same cart of groceries they always bought. Meanwhile, the store brand sitting right next to it is the same stuff in a plainer box for a couple bucks less. Brand loyalty used to mean better quality. These days, it mostly means you're paying extra for the logo. Number 4, eating out, and especially delivery. Restaurant prices have been climbing about 3 times faster than grocery prices. 3 times. And that's before the tablet spins around and guilts you into 25%. Order it on one of those delivery apps instead, and you stack on a delivery fee, a service fee, a small order fee, and a tip. Until a $15 burger becomes a $30 burger that shows up cold. You paid steakhouse money for a sandwich a stranger let breathe in his back seat for 20 minutes. A couple times a month, that's fine. 3 nights a week because you're wiped out after a shift, that's where it quietly eats your paycheck alive. Number 5, your cell phone plan. Just about everybody is overpaying for this one because the big carriers count on you never stopping to question it. A whole lot of folks are handing over 80, 90 bucks a line every single month, even more once the family's all on there. Here's what they don't put in the commercial. There are smaller carriers running on the exact same towers, the exact same signal, for around 25, 30 bucks a line. Same bars on your phone, half the bill or less. Making that one switch can save you 50 bucks a line a month. For a family, that's pushing a couple grand a year for the exact same service. You're not paying for better coverage. You're paying for a logo and a slick commercial. Number 6, extended warranties. Every time you buy a truck, a phone, a fridge. Somebody at the counter slides one across to you. Here's the thing. These can run you up to a couple $1,000, and they are absolutely loaded with fine print. Half the stuff that actually breaks isn't even covered, and a huge number of people who buy them never collect a single dime. It's not protection. It's a bet, and the house always wins because the company selling it already ran the math and knows it comes out ahead. Take the money you'd have blown on the warranty and drop it into your own little repair fund instead. Same protection, and if nothing breaks, you keep every penny. Number 7, the storage unit. This one is sneaky. About 1 in 10 households is renting one of these right now at $80-90 a month. That's over $1,000 a year. And here's the gut punch. Most folks couldn't even tell you everything that's in the back of that unit. People are paying $1,000 a year to hang on to boxes of stuff that half the time is worth less than what they're spending to store it. If you haven't opened that unit in a year, that right there is your answer. Sell it, donate it, toss it, and kill the payment. Number 8, the brand new side-by-side. Now look, I love a good toy as much as the next guy, but hear me out. A new sport side-by-side can run you $30,000 or more. And because it's a recreational toy, the loan rate is even higher than a truck, sometimes stretched out over 7 or 8 years. It loses 20-30% of its value the second you haul it off the lot. And most folks ride the thing maybe 6 weekends a year. You end up underwater on it for years, still making payments long after the new wore off. A clean used one, a couple years old. Let somebody else eat that brutal first-year hit for you. Number 9, the brand new flagship phone. The top-of-the-line phones are running $1,300 now, $1,300. That is more than some guys paid for their first car. And here's the part they really don't want you thinking about. This year's phone does basically the same thing last year's did, a slightly nicer camera. So you can take the same picture of your dog in higher resolution. They charge you another $100 every year for a phone that's a fingernail thinner. The phone in your pocket right now is fine. Hanging on to it 2 or 3 extra years is one of the easiest raises you will ever give yourself. And number 10, the big one, the one sitting in the driveway, a brand new truck. Buckle up for this. The average new pickup now runs around $65,000, and that's before taxes, fees, the extended warranty they talk you into at the desk, and the dealer's favorite game of making the payment look smaller by stretching it out over 84 months. For a working person, that is damn near a full year's pay, a whole year. And truck prices have shot up about 40% faster than blue-collar wages, so the very people who actually need a truck for the job are the ones getting priced right out of it. And picture the day you drive it home. Smells incredible. Everybody on the site walks over to look. For a minute, it feels like you made it. Then the first payment hits, $900, and it hits again the next month. And the month after that, every single month for the next 6 or 7 years, whether the work stays steady or not. That new truck smell fades in about a week. The payment hangs around for damn near a decade. A clean used truck that's a few years old pulls the same trailer, does the same exact job, and leaves thousands of dollars in your pocket that you actually get to keep. So that's the 10. And here's what I really want you to walk away with. You are not bad with money. You're up against a game where the price is sprinted and your paycheck jogged, and that part is not your fault. You don't have to swear off all 10. I don't do all 10. You probably won't either. Just pick the 2 or 3 that hit you the hardest and quietly cut them. Because here's the bottom line. Most working people don't have an income problem anymore. They've got a spending problem dressed up as an income problem. So figure out which one of these is hitting your paycheck the hardest and go fix it. Because every dollar you keep is one you don't have to go back out and earn again.